This week, GOP nominee for governor Ron DeSantis unveiled his education plan. Not so much a plan as a bunch of recycled old talking points. Predictably, the former congressman promised to help poor kids by expanding school choice. But on the same day, Integrity Florida published its latest report, adding to the growing body of evidence that shows Florida charters are wasteful and prone to corruption. The report goes on to say some public officials who decide education policy and their families are profiting personally from ownership and employment with the charter school industry. It bears repeating here that school vouchers don't really help a lot of poor kids. They predominantly help families that already send their kids to private school pay tuition, and there's little to no oversight. So uncertified teachers are free to teach that the Bible is the literal truth, using taxpayer dollars. One of DeSantis' top priorities is to cut bureaucratic waste and administrative inefficiency by ensuring that at least 80% of K-12 spending be used in the classroom. But administrative costs in Florida schools already runs at around 6%. So the promise seems like another giveaway to the corporations making bank off the charter school scam. DeSantis promises to do away with Common Core, but Florida doesn't follow Common Core. And as if to really drive home how little he understands about education policy, DeSantis credits the last 20 years of corporate takeover as a victory over the previous cookie-cutter approach to educating our diverse youth. But Florida politicians are the ones who've stifled innovation in education by needlessly meddling in curriculum and turning schools into testing assembly lines. Teachers have little discretion in the classroom, and creativity is discouraged because their jobs are dependent on tests that are created and graded by faceless corporations. If DeSantis really wanted to help poor kids in Florida, he and his corporatist buddies in Congress would have renewed the children's health insurance program last year, instead of holding it hostage so that they could pass that multi-trillion-dollar tax cut for the wealthiest Americans. He'd promised to accept the Medicaid expansion to help hundreds of thousands of Florida parents afford health care. And he'd quit with those race-baiting tactics that have proven so effective in previous elections. Poor and minority kids have suffered enough already at the hands of his party, and the whole country is watching now. If you found this information helpful, share it with a friend, and don't forget to click on the subscribe button.